Hey guys, what's up? So I have an actual Sketchbook Pro tutorial for you guys. Or I guess just to say more so just an art tutorial. But anyway, it's been a while since I've done a tutorial, so um, yeah, here we go. So today's tutorial is practically going to be about you guys have seen this drawing already, well at least the finished drawing, but this was just the sketch. Yeah, the simple sketch that I had did on paper, and then I imported it into Sketchbook Pro. But here's the thing. So um, this whole tutorial is practically about how can you make your drawings better, or how can Sketchbook Pro actually enhance your drawings. Well, if you're into digital art like me, then this was going to be a good video for you. Okay, so but here's the thing. Here's some things that are really important. Um, a lot of times, some people, and I'm not knocking anyone when I say these tutorials. I'm just giving these as examples. But a lot of times, people will they'll do this as a drawing, and they might color this, but that's practically it. So it's like a flat drawing. um, it's very, very, very important if you want to, if you feel like you need to, or you want to take your drawings to the next level, then volume is literally your best bet, for at least practicing and working with it even before you start getting into colors and all that stuff. So I'm just gonna, this isn't gonna be a long video, but I just want to show this as an example. Okay, so here is the straight up sketch. This is like literally I didn't do anything to this yet digitally. Um, and these are all screenshots that I took, by the way. So these are actually the picture's older, obviously, because I finished it. But let me show you guys what I'm talking about. Okay, so as you can see, um, I mean, you could draw this and you could be like, yeah, okay, well that's good, it's done or whatever. But I mean, why not enhance it? So here's what I did. I brought it into Sketchbook Pro, and now this was the stage that this is a stage that I do before I actually start doing the coloring. But here's the thing. So take a look at the back of his cape right here. Okay. Um, Previously, it's all the same color. It's all white. But the thing is you want to be able to um, practically like emphasize on the fact that okay, this is supposed to be further in the background, his arms closer. So those are things. So anyway, what I did is I took the airbrush tool and I just used black, and I probably had the percentage to probably, I don't know, maybe like 50% or something. And so I went ahead and I colored that in. So tones tones are very important. So as you can see, we have the tones here from the original, and then also to what we just did. Well, what I not what we just did, but what I did as far as darkening it. So that's important. You want to have that contrast. Yeah, that's where I'm looking for, contrast, not tones. But contrast is very important. That's really what's going to help your drawings pop more. Now, as you can see, it's still the same. It's still the same. I just got a message from. Okay, anyway. Okay, as you can see, look, like, okay, so here, right here on the shadow of his helmet, and I'm sorry if this video is skipping, I don't know why my camera's acting stupid, but anyway, the shadowing right here from, like, his head and his bat ear, like, right here, all of that is the exact same layer that we were using when we were doing uh, the contrast for doing darkening the back of his cape. So that's something you want to do. And like I always say, like in most of my tutorial videos, go ahead and establish where you're going to have your light source coming from. So obviously, if the shadow over here is kicking to this side, obviously the light's hitting him from here. So, and it's just important to be consistent with that. It's just extremely important. I've talked about this in tutorials before, but there's no harm in going over it again. But it's extremely important. So see, even up here on his on this bat ear, um, you can see that the shadow is falling the same way. So always make sure your shadows fall the same way. Also too, as you can see, I put more shadowing right here, just to see, you can see that separation from the cape, or kind of just overlapping onto his shoulder. So that stuff is really important, you guys, like for real. Okay, so I'm gonna go on to the next one. Okay, so again, there is more shading, as you can see, just to make them look even a little more intense. I darkened, now obviously, now the contrast here in his eyes is different from what we were using back here. So obviously that's probably like on a new layer that was created. So that's something you want to do. Also, too, this is also something really important. When you're drawing, you don't. The more layers you start to build up, you don't want your detail to start diminishing. So one thing that you can actually do is you can, as you can see how I darkened here on his eyes, you can do the same thing. You can make a new layer and go over, kind of just trace over the drawing, just to help keep those strong lines there. For instance, like here on his gloves, like I had to go over those again, just because the more you start to add layers in Sketchbook, and also to layers as far as like, well, yeah, layers, but your shadowing layers and your color layers, the original sketch that you did on paper, if you're doing it from paper to tablet, the original is going to kind of, it's going to start to fade. And you don't want that because you want to have your original, well, it's all still your original art, but still, I mean, you took time to put like the grooves and all that stuff in there. So that's something to be really careful about and not to forget. And I think in the final drawing though, I changed his bat ears though, so they're actually probably like up here or something. So this was the original idea. I was gonna have short bat ears on him, but then I just went ahead and made them taller. Alright guys, so that is just a quick little video, and you guys try this out. Try it out, try these steps out, and see if they work for you, and feel free, email them to me, and I will get back with you, and I will let you know what I think. So yeah, so you can email them to howtodrawlikejohn@gmail.com, and then also too, you can like my Facebook page, and that is facebook.com/howtodrawlikejohn, and then yeah, so that's that's pretty much it. I hope you guys had a great weekend, and let me know what you guys think of this. If this tutorial was helpful for you, please leave a comment in the comment section below, and don't forget to give this video a big thumbs up like a boss. Alright then, you guys, well, I will, and for those of you that have been subscribing over the weekend, I want to say thank you, and welcome to the art side. Alright guys, so I'm going to take off, because I got a lot of stuff to do. I gotta go work on Rise of the Galaxy, so, yep, it's coming really soon. Alright, bye.